gonna open up the door, go for your hinges. You're gonna go for the hinges, which is inside the door, and then the seal, the rubber seal that goes around the door, okay? So from the top, this is what it's gonna sound like. We're gonna start off with our side mirror, the bracket, all the nuts and bolts are present and tight. It's securely mounted, it's not bent, broke, cracked, or damaged. Then I'm going to my door. My door is securely mounted, it's not bent, broke, cracked, or damaged. I'm gonna open it up to check out the seals. I wanna make sure that there's no play in the seals. I check the seals by lifting up on the door to make sure that there's no play. I'm gonna say my nuts are securely mounted, it's not bent, broke, cracked, or damaged, there's no signs of looseness. While I have the door open, I'm gonna check out the seal. That seal is rubber, so I'm gonna mention my what?
ABCs.
ABCs, abrasions, bulges, and cuts. I'll tell you that rubber seal is in good condition, okay? We're gonna close the door. Now we're going right under the cab. I'm starting with my battery box. I'm gonna say on my battery box that there's no signs of leakage. Why would I say that on a battery box? Because what's inside?
Batteries.
There are batteries, and then you have battery acid. That's what can leak. Okay, so my battery box is securely mounted. It's not bent, broke, cracked, or damaged, and there's no signs of leakage. That's why I said that, because of battery acid. I'm coming out, I'm gonna check my steps. I'm gonna tell you my steps are securely mounted. They're not bent, broke, or cracked, or damaged. They're free from debris, okay? Under my battery box, I have my air tanks. If you look at these air tanks, you're gonna see something real important that we need to mention, is these wells. Since we have the wells, we're gonna say they're not bent, broke, cracked, or damaged. No illegal wells, no illegal holes, okay? No signs of leakage, all right? Anytime you guys see a well, just make it second nature that you're gonna say no illegal wells. All the wells on this truck are supposed to be there. Nothing is altered, nothing's been tampered with. So no illegal wells, okay? That's the side of our tractor. So we did our mirror, our door, the hinges to our door, our seal, our battery box, our steps, our air tanks. It's the side of our truck, okay? Yes, ma'am. All right, now that we're at the back of our truck, we're going to cover our cargo lamp, our hangers. My cargo lamp is here. My hangers are here, and my exhaust system. My exhaust system is here. All right. So from the top, this is what it's going to sound like. First off, my hangers are securely mounted. They're not bent, broke, cracked, or compromised. My cargo lamp, since that's a lamp, I'm going to say there's no water or moisture behind the lens. It's not bent, broke, cracked, or damaged. It's clean and functional. Clean and functional. Anytime it has a light, you're going to say it's clean and functional. From there, I'm going to my exhaust. On my exhaust, I'm going to say it's securely mounted. It's not bent, broke, cracked, or damaged. Nuts and bolts are in place. All right. At the top of it, I'm going to point to the top, and I'm going to say there's no excessive soot. No excessive soot on that exhaust, okay? From there, you guys can get our catwalk.
No illegal welds on the exhaust.
No illegal welds because I
have a weld right here. Anyway, so I didn't mean to slow you down.
No, you're good. You're good. No illegal welds on the exhaust. From there, you guys can come straight across and do our catwalk. On our catwalk, we're going to say all the nuts and bolts are present and tight. It's free from debris, properly mounted and secure, okay? It's not bent, broke, cracked, or damaged. Again, we have more steps. On those steps, we're going to say they're properly mounted and secure. They're not bent, broke, cracked, or damaged, free from debris, okay? Our fuel tank, there's a lot going on with this fuel tank, so we'll talk about it. We'll just kind of line it up and talk about it accordingly. First off, we've got fluid in there, or diesel in there, so we're going to say it's properly mounted and secure. There's no signs of leakage, okay? Not bent, broke, cracked, or damaged. Right here, we've got wells, so we're going to say no illegal wells. Right here, cap, so we're going to say the cap's on tight, okay? Electrical wires, right there, so we're going to say no electrical burns or electrical wear. And right behind the electrical wires, we have a rubber hose, okay? So we're going to say ABCs, that rubber is in good condition. There's no abrasions, bulges, or cuts, okay? So there's a lot going on this fuel tank. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 things that we can mention on that. That's a lot of points that you guys can wrap up. The last thing that we can mention on it, we can mention our strap, the fuel tank strap. We're going to say on the strap is securely mounted. It's not bent, broke, cracked, or compromised. We have a rubber damper that's in between the strap and the fuel tank, rubber damper. We're going to say it's not bent, broke, cracked, or compromised. No abrasions, bulges, or cuts. ABCs. That's a little rubber damper, okay?
ABCs, bent, broke, cracked, or damaged.
All right. From there, I'm going to come out I still hadn't done my coupling yet. I'm still on my tractor. I'm gonna come out, I'm gonna mention my frame, the A-frame. I'm gonna say the A-frame is securely mounted. Okay, there's no illegal welds, no illegal holes, no illegal welds. Okay, I said no illegal welds. All right, not bent, broke, cracked, or damaged. All right. From there, under there, we're going to our drive shaft. This is our drive shaft here. We're gonna say it's properly mounted and secure. It's not bent, broke, cracked, or damaged, and it's properly greased. Okay, properly greased. On the back side of my drive, at the end of my drive shaft, I have a U-joint. On the U-joint, I'm gonna say it's properly mounted and secure. It's not bent, broke, cracked, or damaged. Also properly greased. Just past the U-joint, I have my differential. On the differential, I'm gonna say again, it's properly mounted and secure. Not bent, broke, cracked, or damaged. No signs of leakage, because it's got oil in there. Okay, on the differential, no signs of leakage. Okay, you can also say no illegal welds on that if you wanted to. Okay, but definitely say no signs of leakage.
That's what gearheads call that pumpkin cover.
Yeah, pumpkin. That's right, pumpkin. Pumpkin. Okay, from there, everything that from there, you guys, everything is a recap. As far as the suspension, because we've talked about our leaf hanger, our leaf springs, our U-bolts, which are here and here, our upper shock mounts, our lower shock mounts, our airbag, our upper airbag mounts, my lower airbag mounts. Okay, all of that's part of my suspension. Since the only thing that we're going to add on our suspension is our torque bar, and my torque bar is right here, right below that leaf hanger. There you go. That's my torque bar. Torque bar. Okay, and we'd say the same thing about the torque bar that we'd say about everything else, which is it's securely mounted. It's not bent, broke, cracked, or damaged. Okay. All right. So that's my suspension. One thing that's going to change on our tires, if you guys have to talk about your tires, these are dual tires. So we got a couple of things that went different with it. One, the tread depth changed. Anybody know what the tread depth is?
30 seconds.
30 seconds on the tread depth. The second thing, because they're dual tires, we got to make sure that there's no debris. Make sure they're not kissing or touching. The only thing we like to kiss and touch around here is pretty good.
Oh. Wait, what?
You're on camera for saying that too, man. You're on like 3 cameras.
Get back over here.
That's funny. Our tires. The tires, we want to make sure the tires aren't kissing or touching. Other than that, everything else goes the same. We'll come to the back of our tractor. A lot of people forget this, so you guys don't. I mean, you got to imagine there's going to be the trailer here, so you're kind of going to be squat down under it. But on the back of your tractor, make sure you mention your cross member. Right below your cross member, you got your lights. Okay, don't forget these lights. I don't know why everybody likes to forget the tractor lights. But when you're under here,
Is that what you call them, tractor lights?
your tractor lights or your tail lights. What would we say about the lights?
Red in color.
Red in color. No, securely mounted. No,
Cracked, broken, damaged.
No water.
no water behind the lens. No water.
behind the lens, and they're clean
Clear
and
and
functional.
functional.
Clean and functional. Clean and functional. Not bent, broke, cracked, or damaged. Okay, and not only are these stop lights, but what do we have right here?
Backup lights.
Backup lights.
Clear in
Same
color.
thing. Clear in color.
So we said we do it twice on that one, man.
Yeah,
so you're
because
doing,
those
you're
are two
basically-
different.
Because it's two different things.
Because they're
Okay,
two
I
different
got you.
things. Yeah, they're two different things. Those are your stop lights. That's your reverse light.
Yes, sir.
And the same thing goes for it. No water behind the lens. Clean and functional. Not bent, broke, cracked, or damaged. Yeah, properly mounted and secure. All right.
You got the electrical lines.
And our electrical lines. So we have electrical lines running to them. So we're just going to check. And our electrical lines, what are we checking for? Electrical
Burns,
burns,
electrical wear.
Electrical wear. That's it. Okay, on our mud flaps or splash guards, chapter 11.2 calls them splash guards. No harder than 8 inches off
No
the
lower
ground.
than 2.
What
Right.
if you call them mud flaps?
Mud flaps will be okay.
Okay.
The mud flaps is okay. We got our DOT tape. Remember, red is for
Day?
and white is for
Night.
That's it. You guys got it.
You do the coupling?
You guys want to run through the coupling, or y'all want to make it with the trailer on there?
We do the coupling here. I mean, it's just the apron.
Yeah, it's just the apron. The only thing that will be mentioned is the apron and the kingpin.
I think they can see it better with the trailer.
Okay. All right. So now we're gonna do our coupling. On the coupling, our coupling is made up of we're missing the apron. Okay, we're missing our apron and our kingpin. So we're just gonna start from our fifth wheel. The top of our fifth wheel is called our skid plate.
Skid plate. So I'm gonna repeat you.
Okay. Remember that when the tractor is on, when the trailer is on it, there's no light in between the apron, and the fifth wheel. So that apron is going to lay flush on that. And we also say that fifth wheel skid plate is properly greased.
Yeah.
Okay, it's properly greased. So from there on the side, we have our pivot pin. Our pivot pin and cotter key is right here. Okay, we have our platform. This is our platform right here. This is our release arm. This release arm is actually disengaged. Okay, when you guys see it, it's going to be pushed in, which is going to be our engaged position. This is our sliding pintle, P-I-N-T-L-E, sliding pintle. And then we have our locking pin, which is here. Okay, it's again, the locking pin is in the engaged position. It's not bent, not bent, cracked, or damaged. It's in the engaged position. Okay, and then you guys would come around at this point. Again, we would go back under the trailer. If we can kind of just imagine, we're gonna have our locking, our kingpin, and around that kingpin, you have a locking jaw. There'll be a bar that's gonna be running across here, which is gonna be our locking jaw. Right now, the locking jaw is actually, it's protruded. I'm sorry, not protruded. It's what is it?
Disengaged.
Hiding. There you go. Disengaged. Disengaged. Retracted. Thank you. Retracted inside that fifth wheel. Okay.
Words, sir.
Yeah,
words.
all my words, right? Protruding will be just the opposite of retracting. Okay.
Because actually, they call it a lockjaw because it wraps around.
Because it wraps around it. It wraps around the kingpin. Okay. So that's our coupling, and we'll go through it again with the trailer.
Yeah,
on there.
Hey, you said this is
Platform?
Yes, this one's called the platform right here.
Me and him was thinking it was skid plate.
Platform.
Yeah.
The skid plate is right here.
Okay.
This one is the platform. And
Okay.
this is the sliding pencil.
Okay.
Sliding
He has a
pencil,
question about this.
platform, skid plate.
He was wanting to know if this needed to be
Kingpin? No, the kingpin is
Nope.
gonna be.
No,
Well,
but
yeah,
you
but
don't need to
they'd
name
be right there in the lock jaws or whatever.
Yeah.
But you do need to mention the locking pins.
Exactly.
Yeah.
To make sure they
On the
see that
slide,
they
you
already.
can
Right, make sure that they're engaged